Hey guys, just getting you another update as we continue disassembling Maggie. We was talking about earlier on the seat, making sure you've got your seat solidly fastened into good metal so it doesn't move, doesn't break loose. Got the seats out, got the carpet out, started pulling some of their patches out and realized that the patch itself was only held to the floor by two little spot welds. Really just grabbed it by hand, ripped it out, wasn't much holding it in place, and they had drilled through that sheet. And then if you look here, this is the hole where they had the seat belt. Well, you can see you just got very little material here and very little right here, and none of it's really, it's just all old rusty metal. So God forbid if anything would have happened, the people depending on the seat belts, it would have ripped the seat belts out of the floor and wouldn't have done a bit of good. So again guys, when you're doing these projects, safety first. Make sure seat belts, things like that, things that people's lives depend on, make sure those are mounted in good. And if you gotta do a little extra work, do a little extra work, but make the car safe. But as you can see, we got the carpets out. Floorboards are about what we expected. We could see those from underneath, knew they was pretty bad shape, knew it needed floorboards put in it. So we're going to continue on taking these patches out, seeing what kind of material we have left to work with, and that way we can get some parts ordered. Appreciate it, and we'll catch up to you later. Hey guys, just wanted to share this one with you. I believe this is a first for me too, but was working on getting some of these floor patches out on the 53 Belair, and this one, it had a few more spots fastening in the back, but as you can see, they hiked it out with a torch. I've already got lots of rust, lots of pitting going on around the patches. This area up here is what they had cut out for the master cylinder, but I removed this patch only to find another patch. So they had patched over a patch. Either that or their first patch was just so bad they had to put something else over it. So, but we'll keep on keeping on. We'll get all this out and we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Alright guys, we got all of our patches pulled out, and now we're looking at what we have left to work with, which is not much, but it's alright. They make floorboards for these, so be getting some floorboards, inner rockers, outer rockers, and pretty well address all that. One thing I am seeing, and I'm not entirely sure if this is right or not. Some of you guys out there may know, but we'll figure it out when we get our floorboards. But if you notice, this floor support here is higher than the floorboard. So I don't know if there's a hump in the floorboard right here that this rides in and attaches to, or if the whole body of the car has settled down over the frame. I mean, this is still, it's not touching the frame. It's still good and solid. We're going to try to clean it up and reuse it. May have a spot or two on it that we've got to do a little rust repair to, but we'll see what happens when we get our new floorboards, or we may just have to go ahead and get the floorboards with the new braces already in there. But we'll continue taking it apart. Just wanted you to see where we was at, what was going on, what all we found. So we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back. Still working on the tear down of Maggie. Got all the patches out of the passenger side of it now. I want to show you guys that. Of course, you can see on this side about the same rust as you'd expect, although the number one floor support is gone on this side, so it's going to have to be replaced. See if I can get you a little bit better view of it. That's it right there. You can see it's rusted through on the middle. Not much of it left, so we'll definitely have to replace it. You get back around to the back side. See if I can get you guys around, get you a shot of the back here. So you see we got quite a bit of rust back there. Got if you look right here in that back corner, got quite a bit of rust right there around the inner structure. We'll have to address that. Don't know if that's available on these cars or not, but we can make a patch and go in there and fix all of that up. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get underneath the car. We're going to mark all of our floor supports just by drilling a little hole through the floorboard along the edges of the floor supports. And then we're going to go and kind of cut out in between the floor supports so we can get some access to those. Kind of look at those, see what we got to have as far as the floor supports go, and then we'll be able to get us a list together and get us some parts on the way. While we're waiting on that stuff to come, we're going to start on the outside, getting it stripped down. Soon we'll do a video on some chemical stripping, and I got a couple of other options over here I'm going to show you too. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we're fixing to start trimming some of these floorboards out, and I'm just going to show you real quick what I did is I took and got underneath the car and drilled some holes. This is where one of your floor supports run along, and so I drilled holes along that floor support right on the edge. Then I went to the outside of my holes, marked a line, so now I know where to cut and not cut into my floor braces. Most of the floor braces are pretty solid. I think we can salvage most of them, so we don't want to cut into them, do any more damage to them, you know, than we have to get this old sheet metal out. So just wanted to show you that, and we'll keep on, get you another update shortly. Yep. Alright guys, this is going to be our final video on removing the floorboards. We got the rest of the floorboards cut out. We don't have everything trimmed up yet. We'll wait for the new floorboards and everything to get here first. But just wanted to kind of show you everything, show you what we found. So let me get you set up here where you can see everything. We'll start here on the left side. Alright, so like we talked about before, this is the #1 floor support right here. Overall it looks pretty good. I think we're going to reuse it. There is a couple of little places right there, right along the edge of it on the flange. There you go. You can see in this point right here that we may have to go back, put a little bit of metal in there, but other than that, pretty solid, looks pretty good, so I think we're going to use it. Moving on back, this is floor supports #2 and #3, and the seat brace. Probably going to put the #2 floor brace in. As you can see, it's pretty weak, especially you get up there on the other side of the seat support. You can see that big hole right there. So that's at the point that the two braces go together. So just past that, if you see where the little notches are, right up in this area here. That's where the two braces join together, so we'll split it right there. I may have to do a little bit of metal work on that long brace across the floor, fix that little hole in it, but I think we'll be okay with it. Definitely going to put a new seat brace in. You can see back there, it's completely shot. That hole right there, it shouldn't be there at all, so definitely getting a new seat brace. Number 3 floor support, it's pretty solid. I think we'll be okay there. Oh, and then we got basically the same thing on the other side. Let me get you around, get you a better shot of it, because the floor brace up on it's definitely going to have to be replaced. Number 1 floor brace, it's completely rotted out and gone. Alright, there you go. I didn't even finish cutting all the metal out of it. I mean, it's definitely beyond use. It's actually got clear that stuff out of there. You can see just how gone that brace is, so it'll definitely be getting replaced, along with the number 2 floor brace on this side, which is this one right here, seat brace, and again number 3's good shape. So moving on to the back, haven't cleaned all of this up yet. We're going to be using, my plan is to use the EMS floor pans. It's basically a complete floor pan for the back. It'll go in right up there, just past the hump. It'll come up that hump and tie in back in that area there, and it comes all the way up to the seat and all the way across. So eventually this middle hump it could be coming out too, and that whole back floorboard be replaced. In your front ones, it goes from the toe board all the way up, all the way under the seat, comes all the way back to the end of your floor brace there. So pretty nice set of floor pans. That's where we're getting our braces from. Inner rockers, outer rockers. We got to replace the inner quarter rockers back here by the front of the quarters. That'll address that rust issue that we have back there. Get in there and get you a little better shot of it. So it ties into the floor pan and goes up underneath the quarter back there in this area here. So, but floor pans are out. We'll get the floor pans and everything ordered that we need, and then we'll get back on, probably start a series on installing the pans. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you see, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.